Well, hello everyone. Today I'm just sharing a quick little video that is the April new works that I finished in April. I know I mentioned a few weeks ago, or actually probably over a month ago now, that I would like to catch up on these videos. Originally I was just going to post them every other week, but now I've kind of saved them as backup videos for when I'm struggling with consistency. So today is one of those days where I am struggling with consistency. I do apologize that I didn't post last Friday, but I promise the video will be so worth it. It just needed some additional editing. It took a lot longer to edit than I originally anticipated. And so you will have a lovely new video that is going to be part of a new series of laser cut projects for anyone who is a BMO owner. I know there's quite a few of you who have joined my channel since I did my last BMO review. I'm going to be doing laser cut projects for those of you that have a laser cutter. And then additionally, I'd like some feedback from those of you that are not laser cutter owners to kind of tell me if you'd be interested in me selling like kits or other boxes that you could receive all of the products, and then you could wood burn them yourself and build them yourself. So please do let me know if you'd be interested in that in the comments. I'm going to talk about that more later in the next few months on my channel. For this video, you'll see the owl ornament that I finished. I try to do a couple ornaments a month so that when it gets to be Christmas time, I have a whole bunch of ornaments already done rather than crunching to finish a whole bunch of ornaments to fill a shelf. So that was just a sample of one of my ornament designs. And then I also am spending a lot of time on these clothespin magnets. I've never actually filmed this process before, but I have tons of clothespin magnets that I love making. They're a bigger surface than the small little round magnets that I've done in the past, so they allow for a bigger illustration, but the challenges of them are the dimensions, which can be really challenging to work with. Additionally, if you missed it back in April, I did a review of gunpowder versus black powder. And this video actually caught the eye of a wood burning or wood carving magazine. Wood Carving Illustrated interviewed me last month, and they are going to be having a little tiny spot feature in a larger article about extreme techniques. So yeah, it's going to share some of my gunpowder and my pyrography. And if you want to check it out, it's going to be the fall issue of Wood Carving Illustrated. So that's pretty exciting. And this hawk piece, again, it was part of the gunpowder versus black powder video, but then I also later did an art time-lapse of the entire rest of the red hawk piece. This piece has become one of my most popular designs ever that I've ever created and shared on social media. So if you'd missed that time-lapse, I do have that, and I'll link it in the little eye above in the description box below, so you can check it out. This piece was a gift from my father, and it was a lot of fun to do, and it's also become the showcase piece for my show in September. Even though it is not available for sale, I will have it on display at my show in September. Next up was the square carousel illustration of Tiny Home Community. The topic was community, and I picked Tiny Home Community to focus on. And I, again, made this into a video. If you missed that, again, I will link it in the eye in the description box below. I did an entire video on my process for inking a large-scale illustration. This illustration took me a long time. It's very easy to block out basic blacks, but when I got into the little tiny details of microns on this huge panel, it really took a very long time. It's a very long process for this illustration, and I'm really happy with how it came out. I've recently been switching back and forth between pen and ink and wood burning. It's interesting for me to try different mediums, but I am trying to create a more consistent portfolio. What's ended up happening is I have created two portfolios, one of black and white pen and ink work, and the second with wood burning and watercolors. So I've created two consistent portfolios, but the portfolio as a singular is not exactly happening. But honestly, I'm okay with that. I do pen and ink illustrations for a while, and then when I get bored with that, I switch back over to watercolor and wood, and that seems to work for me. It doesn't help me to grow on Instagram because I don't create a consistent audience, because some people like the pen and ink work and some people like the wood burn work. But, you know, it's fun either way and it keeps me creative. Lastly, I'm just sharing a little snapshot of the digital illustration that I did that hopefully will actually get turned into a laser cut piece at some point. But this digital illustration was for a Square Carousel prompt, which, if you're not aware, I joined Square Carousel, which is an illustrator collective. I'll link it in the description box below if you're interested in more information. So that's it for April. I hope you enjoyed this little look and recap of what I finished in April. Thanks so much for watching, and I promise I will be back on Friday with a regular tutorial video. Until next time, remember to create love and travel on. Bye!